What's up, guys? My name is Mad Squash 924. Welcome back to another episode of the Banner Saga, Part 4. We can promote Egil, or Egil. We're going to. Cost 5 renown. We can do that. As soon as points is available. Okay, so I think I want to give him more of this, I believe. What's this? Hunker down. I think that's fine. He's kind of a shield guy anyway, so he's going to be heavy on the defense. Nobody else can level up currently. I'm actually going to remove Trevigi for now. I'm going to put a let back in, I think. Yeah, that looks good. And we can talk to Oddleaf. How are you doing, Odd? I'm alright. But I realized after I handed you the banner, I probably gave you the wrong impression. My husband's still in and out of consciousness. It doesn't look good. It's harder than I thought it would be, just not knowing. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Oddleaf before I was ever born. He wanted a boy so badly. A strong woman. What does that even mean? People look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you. Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. Look, it's not about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? What happens when someone thinks they can take advantage of us? I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. She looks sideways, eventually giving over a timid smile. I'm not sure if that's the dumbest thing I've heard or the sweetest. Listen, I know I dragged this out. The truth is my husband and I can never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Alette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder and she heads back to the camp. Morale improves from that, which is good. We get more renown as well. Hold on a second. I see a spider. Gotcha. Spiders like to come in here occasionally and drift. It's interesting. Anyway, sorry about that. I got distracted from a tiny little itty bitty spider. Where is the market? I could train, rest. We don't really need the rest. Our morale is already in the greatness as it is. I guess we'll move on. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack.
We recognize this place, the man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week.
Okay. We'll see them off with extra supplies. If that's all you're taking, you'll never make it, you say. Grabbing a few items from your supply wagon, you strap the additional provisions to their backs. Search for family instead of food, you say with a smile. The man clasps wrists with you before departing. So we lose 8 fighters, 3 supplies, but we still have 11 days worth, which is fine. Complaints of Frostvellr's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time, the man stumbled over some tents, ropes, pulled a snag canvas through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. Doesn't put out the fire on both the wagon and Frostvellr's leg before leading him to you. This man drinks nothing but water from now on. Frostvellr groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes, but go back to their business. Somehow you doubt it'll be long before Frostvellr manages to find another drink, whether you allow it or not. Hopefully not. Oh, we're finally going to Frostvellr. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's Frostvellr. The unabashed drunk staggering towards you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing to the trees in the distance. Fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their wagons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround Frostvellr. Okay. We'll do this. Ready yourself against the dredge. There'll be time for that later, you tell the man. For now, we take no chances. Full day of uneasy rest passes with no sign of dredge. Caravan is annoyed by the scare and the delay. Eventually, Frostvellr bursts into laughter, and you're sure there never were any dredge. Not long after, Frostvellr goes missing. Nobody searches for him or seems to mind. Whatever. The waste he was. Great, we lost one singular clansman.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellr now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against dredge as well.
Cool place. You jostle through follow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvellr for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields?
We can't stay outside in the open like this.
Ali finds you amongst the many refugees. Rook, I've just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being led into the city. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Balker, Greyhorn, people from Beatra, all the nearby villages. The dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostvellr has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they close the gates.
When the dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there.
We're getting in the wall somehow.
I can get that gate open.
Let's see if there are any others way before we start breaking down gates.
I wasn't going to break it, just push really, really hard.
Well, we can rest. Should rest. You spend a whole day at the rest house. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in the great hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here, adds Let. We could help them.
Iga pulls you aside.
I followed the outside of the city walls, he says, and there's a water passage we could squeeze through, I think. Not the whole caravan, but as a handful of us get in, and we might open the gates from the inside.
The rest house is overflowing with refugees. The sick and wounded and noise. I want to rest for the day. Take the opportunity to rest. The caravan eats, talks with the others, and feels a little better in general. Everyone but Ivor, who was anxious about being out in the open. Late in the day, you notice a crowd forming around a man shouting about something. Investigate the commotion. The commotion is turning into an angry mob who are becoming even more fierce about being kept out of the city. You overhear them talking about attacking the archers on the walls and breaking through the gates. Hogan and Mogan join in and fan the rising flames.
I want to let my family die in the fields like dogs,
shouts Hogan. He turns to you.
Do this thing, Rook. We need you again.
We asked them not to go.
Better we beg you not to stay,
says Hogan.
We'll not wait here another day.
Despite your protests, they join the growing mob heading towards the gates. Archers on the city walls don't hesitate flinging arrows at them, and many fall immediately. The rest powerless to do anything to the gate. Soon the disillusioned mob has been scattered, with nothing to show for it but dead bodies. Amongst which you spot 2 red tunics filled with arrows. You curse and turn away. Really? They died? That sucks. The rest house is overflowing with refugees and sick and wounded and noise. Let's check out the water passage.
I'm not fitting through there,
says Ivor. When you arrive in the narrow docks.
Go without me. Looks like I'll get you on the top of the walls and down to the gate where you can open it.
Wait for us at the gate, Ivor. We'll be quick. When Eagle said water, you should have guessed runoff. Still, you managed to squeeze your way through tight stonework and push your way past an iron gate. You take stairs to the top of the walls. As you approach the gates, armed men take notice. They don't ask questions. Yeah, look at that. He's just gone. No. Just damn it. Man, I can't believe I lost Hogan and Mogan just like that. Shouldn't have rested. Fucking blows. Oh, fuck. There's a lot of people in here. We'll try to, do something like this. Shit. Alright, gets rid of him anyway. Yikes. What does this look like?
That's a trap, apparently. Doom. Gosh damn it. Alright, I kill him. What? Motherfucker. The wrong damn button. It's not looking so good. Really? Two injuries from this is not great. These won't be able to do jack shit because he's pretty damn hurt. Injuries we got from that. Nice. That's also nice. Unfortunately, Alec got injured.
What in the depths are you doing? Letting ourselves in. I see that. I'm very impressed. But all those people you just let in here, dead. All those women and children with you, dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together, Skull.
What are you talking about? The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees arrive? Notice.
If I knew there were fighters in Avaras, I would have brought you in. I'm Mikil. I'm in charge here. Heard about the chieftain.
I mean, he says that, right? But fucking, they killed Hogan and Mogan, so fuck you. We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall.
Oh, really?
Like you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear.
What happened in here?
As soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story, anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs, with exaggeration as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You got some people who can fight, you got your own Varl. That counts for something.
I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back Frostvellr. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine. Cut these sheep loose. Watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. Could join him for now. Good, because whatever else you were thinking would have been a bad idea. He kills shots to his men, and when the gates closed, you follow him down the obscured alleys. I hope you know what you're doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor. Little did they sleep. Chapter 3. Are we going back to the other group? I hate how we lost Hogan and Mogan just like that, too. It sucks. I bet that was totally avoidable. Hakon, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted. The more weapons, extra supplies too. You perk up just now realizing Mogar has been talking to you. Since Wagner died, everyone has been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Hakon? What were you saying? I was saying the Var we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about buying us his fighters, using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his watch over his property, a man named Eric. Eric? I've met him. He seemed competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless we want Reds crawling over these streets. We put down every slide that has wandered through here while you were gone. Well, no flapping of the mouths then. You sure the wound is here, Ludin? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on the mission of peace, the alliance would rot. Or worse. Ludin makes his own decisions. We'll be made to deal with this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road, or do your job and sort some dredge. Ludin turns abruptly with a scowl. He steams back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering road's not an option with this many. I could crush the boy's skull with one hand. If Ludin won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Ludin get to you. Let's go, I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakon? We could do that one. Tell them we don't stop until Slid is retaken. Glad to hear it. Give the word and we'll set off. I mean, they're a warrior race, it seems like anyway, so works out. We have our heroes in our little group here. Oh yeah, we have Eric. I do want to put Eric in amongst us. I can level up Mogar, our shield master. Yeah. He's our shield guy. Okay, there's Gunolf,
who has... That's basically our damage dealer. Hakon, our leader and War Master. Interesting. Let's take a talk to some of the people.
You knew him well, didn't you? Vognir? No. Well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew of him. Never got a chance to talk with much about him. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose, too. When we spoke, Var listened. I knew that. I could use help there.
The Scrivener leans back, considering the sentiment.
I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe. They need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Var. Moger's got some skill there, but most I can do is hold a quill. I heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. Nobody knows how old we can get. Naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me, just hunkers in Grofheim. Collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Krumer is close, I think. But the adult son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am, although.
The Scrivener gestures around him as if to remind you of the current situation. You chuckle.
Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery band for the Yonder now. Can't remember half of what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence? Don't get fancy on my behalf, Hakon. Okay, I won't. What are you always putting down in that journal? How do you mean? What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Abrang for that now, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No. It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it right? Mine, theirs, Ludin's, God's forbid. Huh, you relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen anything like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Var in the caravan thinks the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it if it's the end. I'm ready. And what about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Huh. Get some rest. Always more marching to do. I've huffed some more hills than a horse born with a grudge. Don't worry about me. I'd ask how you're dealing with Vognir's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Mauger, which is good. I know most of these Val, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Vognir. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Anything you tell me about the caravan? Though together this many Val, half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal. I've got it under control. The fighters we just got in from Strand aren't bad. but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Vognir. Those are the ones to worry about. And what about Ludin's men? They don't want to hear anything from me. I know that. Any problems? Could be. Ludin's pet Var named Bersi. And I'm not sure where he came from, or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too. Ersa. She's probably the best fighter Ludin's got, to be honest. Ever heard some of the Val call her the witch? Why? The flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Val more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense. Witch? They're not scholars, Hakon. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. That makes more sense. Don't let her find out. You think we're walking into a death trap? There's money viral? Yeah, we should be alright. Things could get rough though. I don't like being the one to send Va to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Wagner to drop in that to a couple of slag? I still want to know what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. In a big moment, I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder. Never mind. Anyway, I worry about the warriors. We worry about not doing something stupid. That's asking a lot. Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am? Pfft. Any more rope and I hang myself? I doubt that. I forget, you weren't around back then. At one point I had more rope. I hung myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. What were you holding back about Volkner? I'd rather not say, Hakon. Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head. And you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. Sounds important. Tell me. How did Wagner die? He ran into Dredge, wasn't expecting it. When we found him, he was laying face down, like he was struck from behind. Did he really get taken down by some random slag? Who else was there? What, you think Ludin? He probably didn't, but... Damn it. We should keep an eye on that bastard. If anything else, tell me. I will. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will.
Okay. Let's go and leave. I think with that, though, that is a good spot for us to end today's episode once this day settles. And we'll let the day settle. Look at that, says Moga. In the hills, more dredge. No more than a dozen there. We could just as easily pass by or rush up there and slaughter them. Ludin overhears. That's a dozen dredge heading towards Strand, he says. You ask him when he started to care about Strand. I don't, he replies. I thought you did. We deal with it ourselves. Caravan stops and waits while you lead a small detachment up the hillside and take care of the dredge. Quickly. You tell Ludin to stay by the caravan. He folds his arms and mutters something about being treated like a child. Okay. So yeah. I don't think we'll deal with this combat. We'll deal with this combat next time. So I think this is a good spot for us to end today's episode. of... When was the last time I loaded? It's saved? Okay. A couple minutes ago. Okay. So, yeah, this is a good spot for us to end the episode. Hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think of today's episode of the Banner Saga. If you guys did, make sure you guys subscribe to me, AdSquash924, and don't forget to ring the bell to get notified of my latest videos. On the next episode, we're going to go fight some of these guys. The Dredge. I almost forgot what they were called for a second. Yeah, I'll see you then. Goodbye.